Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Avengers issue 26. And I like this one because of how it delved into kind of the history of the Star Brand with Earth, and mostly with the Star Brand of the 1 million BC Avengers. And of course, this issue starts off with like the whole dead celestial fusing, like puking up life on Earth and all that. And then how about 66 million years ago, the whole asteroid that had pretty much come to destroy like the dinosaurs and everything was actually a white event with the Earth cracking open a superflow to create its own like cosmically powered protector, which turned into like a T-Rex that could essentially breathe fucking cosmic energy and shit, and was like fighting the Kree. I'm like, that's pretty damn cool. So then we get into the timeline of like 1 million BC, and we see that there's this garden with these two, they're kind of cavemen, but they're not. You know what I mean? They're kind of smarter. They can actually talk with each other. One Burke, at least that's how I'm going to pronounce it, in Vin. Because it's like letters mixed together. They don't really have, well, not completely mixed together, but Burke and Vin. And they're lovers and everything, and they're just kind of working it out in this like garden paradise. How they seem to have saved each other. One of them had dreams of course, this paradise went to get there and kind of was in a pretty bad way. And Burke, of course, nursed him back to health and said that he pretty much saved him. So they're pretty much having a good old time until they see that these underground group of people, the Deviants, come to like pretty much take over the Paradise Garden because there's some kind of thing that they're looking for there. But we get this kick-ass action scene as they're kind of using their own things, and I really like the artwork because there's these like prickly things that were thrown at some of them, and they like got weird-ass growths and stuff. I'm like, holy shit! But they're able to drive them off. But the thing is, they know that they're going to be back, and they know that the world outside really isn't for them because they think differently and act differently than most of the tribes around there, and they want to protect the place. So they're attempting to do that, but this time the Deviants pretty much take a page out of Mole Man and have this weird kind of techno-organic kind of thing. It's kind of a machine, but not. That kind of tunnels up through and kind of makes the ground unstable, but of course this results in Burke's death, and they are right next to the star-branded Tyrannosaurus Rex. Except it's been dead for probably a while, and that has probably been the energy source that's been pretty much making sure that this paradise exists. Of course, the Deviants are like, hey, it's Power Sword, there we can use this! But of course, Vin gets powered up by it, and he's narrating everything pretty much that's been going on now. He's like pissed off and pretty much has just rage and wants to smash things. Very similar to the Hulk because his world has been taken from him. Burke died from that, and he thought that Burke would probably have been better to save the world with this, and he just goes and smashes the ever-loving shit out of all the deviants that were pretty much doing the attacks. Like, holy shit! So then we get to the end of the issue, and we shift in art style as we see that they are at the Panther tribe, and we see like Panther, Odin, Phoenix, and dealing with everything. Odin's like, I'd rather take some mutton and some ale kind of stuff, and of course the Panther's like, hey, you don't seem to be the only one who's not wanting what the kind of food that we have. And of course they kind of go over to look at the Star Brand, and of course Phoenix able to get into his head and says he doesn't really eat any plants of the earth or anything. They're all kind of, they might be kind of at least newly formed kind of team here, but they are kind of worried for him as we see him just kind of sitting there just desolate. That's the only kind of word that really describes the look that he's got, because the place he's from doesn't exist anymore here or anywhere, and it's just really kind of sad that he's got this power, but he feels like he never have a home again. Damn. So that was really nice and powerful to kind of get that character development for the Star Brand of 1 million BC, and kind of gives us some more kind of leeway and kind of lead into what's going to be going on next in Avengers as they're chasing stuff with that deals with Star Brand. So I'm really excited to see that kind of stuff going forward. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.